Everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're exploring the anatomy of resilience. We're going to be breaking down the story of a boy named Alex to understand exactly how deeply external negativity affects us, and, more importantly, how we can completely rewrite that narrative to achieve success. Okay, let's dive into this. So have you ever been laughed at or just completely doubted by everyone around you? It's a pretty heavy question, right? I want you to take a second and really reflect on your own experiences with self-doubt. You know, we've all had those moments where the weight of other people's opinions just felt absolutely crushing. That is exactly where our story begins today. And it really grounds us in an immediate, emotional reality that sets the stage for everything we're about to unpack together.
Section 1. The Weight of Words.
All right, so meet Alex. He's quiet, he's shy, and he is really struggling in school. It's actually super important to note right off the bat that he wasn't naturally gifted at his studies. In fact, school was a daily, painful, uphill battle for him. But, this isn't just about getting bad grades. It's about the toxic environment that surrounded those bad grades.
The labels this kid endured were just brutal. Other kids laughed at him literally every single day. They threw these cruel words at him, things like slow, useless, a failure. And this brilliantly illustrates how external negativity compounds over time. When you hear these kinds of things repeatedly, day in and day out, they stop being just background noise. Slowly but surely, Alex actually started believing them.
Section 2. The Breaking Point. Picture this. One night, Alex is sitting completely alone in his room. He's looking down at a failed test, which is just this glaring, tangible symbol of his perceived inadequacy. Tears are rolling down his face. He is totally, completely isolated in his failure. We just need to take a heavy pause right here, because this is a moment of total, heartbreaking defeat.
In that dark room, he whispers to himself, maybe I'm really not good enough. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the psychological transition it represents. The external bullying, the kids calling him a failure, has successfully mutated into internal self-doubt. He has fully internalized the cruelty of his peers. He's no longer just hearing that he's useless. He is actively questioning his own fundamental worth.
Section 3. The Turning Point.
But then, on that very same night, sitting with that same failed test, something just clicked for him. Instead of throwing in the towel and accepting those labels, Alex made a firm decision. No matter what, I will try again. That is a total, radical shift in his mindset. He basically drew a line in the sand right then and there.
So let's break down the actual mechanics of his comeback process. Because it wasn't just some fleeting feeling of motivation, It was a concrete method. Step 1, make a decision, which we just saw him do. Step 2, study a little every single day. And step 3, keep trying even when it's hard. He committed to this unglamorous, daily grind even when it was incredibly difficult. And crucially, even when absolutely no one else believed in him. He became his own support system.
Section 4. The Power of Progress.
Let's move to and see how this built, because we can literally see the passage of time mapping directly to his incremental effort. Days turned into weeks of quiet studying, which naturally led to weeks turning into months of noticeably improving grades. And as those grades went up, his confidence grew right alongside them. There's a beautiful culmination here. For the first time, Alex started truly believing in himself. That negative internal dialogue was finally rewritten by his own undeniable actions.
Section 5. The Ultimate Triumph.
I mean, look at this massive juxtaposition. In the past, he was known only as the quiet boy called a failure. But in the present, he's standing up high on a stage, receiving an award. The physical reality of his situation has been completely inverted. His silent, daily hard work materialized into undeniable, highly visible success. And the contrast gets even sharper. The audience back then, people laughing at him. The audience now, those exact same people are clapping for him. It is a moment of profound irony and ultimate victory. The very peers who bullied him were ultimately forced to applaud his success, as he proved every single one of them wrong.
Section 6. The Final Lesson. So the crucial point is this. It honestly doesn't matter what people say about you. It matters what you believe about yourself. As we saw so vividly with Alex, letting others dictate your self-worth leads only to despair, but taking control of your own narrative, that leads to massive empowerment. Other people's cruel words do not have to dictate your permanent reality unless you let them.
This completely reframes how we view achievement altogether. Success doesn't come from some innate talent. Remember, Alex was not naturally gifted at school. No, success comes from not giving up. It comes from the raw grit of studying a little every day when it's hard and you just want to quit. Consider this a direct urging to you. Never stop trying. The formula isn't magic, it's perseverance.
I will not give up. I want you to really internalize this statement right now. If you believe in yourself and you're ready to prove the doubters wrong, make this your personal anthem. If you found value in this breakdown and want to continue exploring the mechanics of motivation and resilience with me, please subscribe for more motivational insights. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll leave you with this one question to think about. What is the one thing you're going to refuse to give up on today?